Hello folks, welcome to watch another gameplay video. This time I'll be playing free-to-play game Kill Strain.
At least I get to light the fires. Patch me up. Got lots more ass to kick.
This video is going to be titled While You Were Gaming. It's going to be serving as an introduction to my new series. It's going to be about playing video games and, well, not so much about playing the gamers themselves, but about introducing some of the new current events or turn of events that happen around the world in real life, and trying to present them to my fellow gamers or the gaming community. The idea itself was I was thinking about the important stuff that's happening, how it's gonna be concerning lives of my fellow gamers and, you know, young people and whoever it is watching these videos. It might be some things that's gonna, one day you're gonna wander up, I didn't hear about this one, and I wonder why I didn't hear about this one, or something like that, and you'll just be all like wondering, and how did this even happen, and why wasn't I told, or something like that. There are all kinds of interesting and albeit distasteful things that are important, and some you might consider that you need to have a higher education to figure these things out, but it's not all that, but it's about, you know, it's about perception and, you know, being more conscious about yourself as a member of a society, as a consumer, when it comes, you know, playing games as well. Video games do promote certain values as well. It's pay for play, industry, it's for profit, of course, like any other capitalist society. It's that much is obvious. So people will use games to promote new ideas, people will use games to, you know, reach wider audiences like myself. I'm trying to find something meaningful with this kind of approach to this side.
Warning. Strain has evolved.
Over the past couple of years, I've been, you know, more or less educating myself about many things, how the world works, and current state of affairs altogether, with the financial crisis, the economy, geopolitics, wars, propaganda, central banking, all that kind of stuff. The boring stuff one think about, like policy choices and whatnot. Not that much of interest to a high school student or someone like that who's grown up in an entertainment society with a attention span of a tiny rodent. So there might be some difficult things, and some people might disagree with the points I'm taking, and that's to be expected. Not that for a while I'm expecting any of, if at all, attention to my channel. It's gonna be there, like everything else online. It's gonna be there, so someone might think, okay, this guy says says things like this and that, and okay, I'm gonna try to see for myself whether it's true or not. And that's the kind of mentality I want to promote, more like self-education and trying to serve as something of a role model or inspiration for people to find things out for themselves and make up their own minds. And I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna be on the spot all the time. That's not gonna be the case. I'm just a human being like everybody else. I don't have infinite resources or the attention span or the patience to see through all the material that's available in libraries and online, and many decent videos on YouTube as well. That's a great way to educate oneself, just subscribing oneself to some media analysts and listening to their podcasts and their video exposés and stuff like that. That's something I really admire, and I appreciate their work, and not at all times I do agree with them, but I guess it's the thought that counts, and they've given us an effort to, they've contributed to the community, they've given us an effort and tried to inspire other people to find out for themselves and see if what they claim is true and that kind of stuff altogether. But it's not gonna be easy. This road, I tell, it will take several months or several years to find out the right path and that kind of stuff.
Off-drop zone
But
lost.
You ain't worth my time.
I guess it wouldn't hurt to have an open mind. I guess most people
Turret
would.
under attack.
Most people might consider themselves open-minded, but when faced with the reality or the multiplicity of realities, they might get aggravated and they might
Drop
be
zone
dismayed or
captured.
discouraged and
Increased net
feel
Next suit available.
some kind of well, at that point of time they might feel out of place, and because the things they've believed most of their life without any given reason, they've just taken it as it was told to them, and they've always considered it to be true until at one point they figure it out and
Dominating.
see through it, and they
Level
might
up.
be at first discouraged, they've been lied at,
Turrets upgraded.
and they've fallen for the lie, but eventually they'll see through it, and but it's a different process altogether, and eventually everyone will make progress, because
Coming through.
even as we speak, and even as during these last few months, there have been several international events, like there have been terrorist attacks, for instance. Some of you might know these, and there have been even bigger shifts in the grand chessboard of
Well done.
geopolitics, which some of you might find interesting.
I got a job to do. Lots more.
But I can't say, I don't want to discourage any of you willing to undertake such a tremendous task of educating yourselves and finding out how the world works. I'm not the one to give it all away,
Well done.
but it's going to be nonetheless interesting to to see how I'm able to convey some of the ideas I've grown accustomed and I've found out recently, and some of the things I've pondered already for a while and I've come to a deep conclusion on some things, but I don't still know if I have the right words. This is not my native language to express all my
Max suit available.
stances on all the current events, and it's all fluctuating and things change, and
Drop off those arcs, Mac.
people can change their opinion when they have more information and more accurate analysis on things. So that's always good to consider that the opinions aren't fixed and they change, and people are open to new ideas and better ideas and more accurate representations of how current and past events unfold. And it's up to us to figure it out and try to find out the real truth behind things. It's a collective effort, I should add. So there might be times when you look information online and are quite
Upgraded.
you might feel lost at times because you don't know where the real information is, and you don't have enough good discernment yourself to see through what's the correct one at this point in time. And
You'll be quick, fool. I got a job to do.
okay, let's take care of this monster. Won't let my mates be corrupted.
Get out of the way.
But I guess
You'll be quick, fool. I got a job to do.
this game could serve as a metaphor for, competing sides of information, or the information war propaganda. Alright, thanks for watching.